Nick, great to have you here.
Great to be here.
Of course, we got a pretty big golf event coming into town. We got the Ryder Cup, and Ralph Lauren is back as the official outfitter of the U.S. team. It's been an incredible partnership since 2012, and why do you feel like it's been such a great fit?
It's just the perfect pairing. Ralph Lauren is such an iconic American brand, the heritage, the legacy of the brand. I was fortunate enough a couple years ago to play out in France when Ryder Cup was there, and I got fitted and all the looks that year and had a lot of friends asking me for samples, and I just kept them all for myself.
When you think about Ralph Lauren, you just think America, and I think it just naturally fits into the U.S. team. And I've loved to see how it's kind of evolved since 2012. It hasn't been the same every single year, and we've both had a chance to look at the 2025 collection. What's your favorite outfit that these guys are going to be wearing this week?
Well, I'm all about the zip-ups. It just looks so sharp. Obviously, the classic polos can't go wrong, but I think what they do so well is the performance aspect of the collection really lends itself to feeling, free, mobile, and active while you're trying to play your best golf.
Definitely some different twists too that I haven't seen before.
Like
you got the Saturday outfit, and then of course Sunday. That's the one that's going to get the beauty shot, right? With all the guys potentially celebrating winning the Ryder Cup. So
Fingers
you have
crossed.
to love that Sunday Ryder Cup look too.
I think one of the things that sets the Ryder Cup apart from other golf tournaments is the fact that it really is this camaraderie, right? And it's a pride of country for the U.S. And now, you've got a bunch of golfers who are coming together, putting everything else aside for a few weeks to just focus on winning for the USA. And I think that's a really exhilarating thing to watch, and to have it beautifully framed by these classic silhouettes that Ralph Lauren does so well really punches things up, and I'm hoping for a victory. Bit of a controversial question, but I have to ask it. Who do you think is going to look the best during the tournament?
I think the captain.
Captain?
Captain Keegan Bradley. I think this guy.
I love that guy.
He is, he's one of my good friends that I always was a mentor to me on the PGA Tour. And the decision that he made to be the captain, and I think many players would have said, man, I would have picked myself in that situation, especially being left off so many teams. Keegan Bradley, I think he's going to lead the charge for this United States team, and he's already been repping the thread. He looks great in them, and I think all the guys are going to be looking to him for advice, but also for the good threads.
Now, obviously, it's an interesting format, right? And I still get confused at times. So if you could break that part of it down for me and for people watching this, just to make it a bit more clear what's going on.
Well, players are typically, in an individual battle with themselves, and this week in particular, you're playing on a team with 11 other guys. So there's 12 on each team, and there's 6 captain picks, 6 automatic qualifiers. You're gonna have foursomes play, 4-ball, and then also singles on Sunday. So it's a unique format that accumulates points throughout the week, and every point matters.
So if you're a spectator, if you're a patron going to the event, what are 2 or 3 holes that you might want to end up at and watch?
Well, I think most matches typically will end around the 16th hole, but right before that is the 15th hole, which I think is the most difficult second shot on the golf course. It's a blind shot that plays elevated about 10 yards. You're not going to see the ball land. But I think what's going to be cool about sitting behind that green is that the players will have no idea how close they hit the golf shot. So you're really going to rely on the crowd to be able to build the suspense of where the golf ball ends up. So I think you're going to hear the roars kind of around the course coming from that 15th green. So if you're able to be on that 14, 15, 16, 17 stretch, that would be where I would try to camp out at the end of the day, because it's fun to watch these guys celebrate, especially with their teammates. Tell you what, I got a big problem today. I just can't stop hitting the middle of the fairway. What about you? Nick, you grew up in the tri-state area. Ryder Cup, Bethpage. This is, the cathedral of golf, if you will, for what we're going to experience this week.
Growing up in Jersey, this is incredibly significant to me as a New York sports fan, having this moment here. And, for Ralph Lauren, this is the home base of Ralph Lauren, and it's going to be an epic week.
And then here we are on the golf course in our ROX gear. Just talk about the on-course and then off-course versatility of this brand.
We've had such a long history with the brand, and we share a lot of values. It's a family brand at the end of the day, and we look at the Jonas Brothers in a lot of ways as a family band, and it's nice to see that that similarity there and all the times that we've gotten to collaborate with them on different things. The biggest of those probably being my love story with my wife, and then eventually our wedding, which Ralph Lauren designed everything for, all our clothes, and it's really special. And we've really loved getting to know the family over the years, and just deepening the connection that we have with the brand, both on the course, but also in our everyday lives and these big moments that we've shared with them.
And both you and I both wore Purple Label for our wedding, so
look at us.
You know, we probably looked. Well, you probably looked a little better. You know, you're the guy, but still, I feel like I looked pretty good that day. Before we leave, Nick, we've got to figure out a way of us making a prediction on what this final score is going to be. I'm going to say that the U.S. narrowly wins this with the points of 15, Europe at 13, so just barely squeaking by.
Well, at Whistling Straits, I think the U.S. team won 19-9. It
was a pretty big blowout.
So I'm gonna say 19-9 again.
You're running it back.
Yes.
Golly. Well, Nick, I know you're a busy man, so on behalf of Ralph Lauren, thank you so much for taking time out of your very, very busy schedule. As you and I, both golf fans, looking forward to an epic Ryder Cup. So we appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.